Good evening. Happy Monday, everyone. Good to be back with you guys for another week. So good to see you guys jumping in already. I love the progression we are making with our Zoom here tonight. Welcome, guys, to our huddle. If you are new here as a guest or a new member of the community, welcome to the TVC, the True Blue community. My name is Brandon Cunningham, and glad you're here. We'll get this thing started in just another few minutes. Um, we are excited to have you guys all here, and I'm glad to be with you guys this weekend. It was a fun weekend. I spent 3 days on the water in the Gulf, and there was a little bit of some turbulence out there that I really wasn't enjoying. Let's just put it that way. But I'm safe. I'm dry now. The boat is docked, and I know what it's like to be in the Gulf when the weather kicks up really bad. So anyway, as I told a group just now, not that long ago, I was a pretty good boat captain before this weekend. I'm a much better boat captain now. So anyway, hello from Mississippi. Nice to have you in, Lynn. That's a good thing, Lynn. Karen, thank you. Saying hi from Michigan. Why don't you guys get in the chat? Miss Tori Hill from Houma, Louisiana. Hello, hello. Mike's from South Florida, Mississippi. Yeah, bad weather, right? Sherry, you know what was out there. Sherry, I need to get you fishing, girl. I know you love the fish. We need to get you fishing. Michigan's in the house. Jared and Amber, hello. Sabrina, Mississippi. Ontario, nice to have you on, Lori. Let's see. PA, nice to have you, Hannah. Nice to have you here. It was nice seeing you up in, was that Westchester, PA, right? Cool town. Really, really cool town. Arkansas is here. Hello, guys. Hello, hello. Robin is here. South Carolina. I love South Carolina because it's got a little bit of that New Orleans feel, just a little different flavor, but there's some similarities between New Orleans and Charleston, South Carolina. There's some similarities there. So Virginia's in the house. What's up? What's up? Nice to have you guys here. All right, 8:31, guys. Let's get this thing going. If you're new here, we start this Zoom out each week with what we call wins, like the win column, wins for the week. We do so because I know you get what you focus on, period. And I hate to be like the broken record because I repeat this a lot, but we get a lot of new people on. There's a reason why like the windshield of your car is bigger than the rear view mirror, okay? Because you should be looking forward. And that's what this is all about is looking forward. And the way to do that is to focus on what you're doing to win and your wins. So I would love to hear from this group some of the wins. And listen, any win is a win. A win is a win. If you woke up and you're breathing, that's a win, right? So let's start with Jared and Amber.
I have to give some props out to my other half over here. He killed it yesterday in the Spartan race. And
Uh,
he's a little tender today, but
nah.
he did it in an hour and 17 minutes and he wrangled 10 other guys to join him to do it. So proud.
Congrats, my man. Okay, so I know somewhat what the Spartan stuff is, but give us a little sneak peek of what you went through yesterday.
The West Michigan Spartan race this year, and it was the second season I've done it, second time I've done it. It's Cannonsburg is our local for Lower West Michigan ski resort, ski lodge, and 5K, kind of a big 5K. I think it wound up being about 4 miles, and 21 obstacles. You know, you got your cargo nets, your monkey bars, your rings. Uh, 200-yard uphill crawl under barbed wire, just kind of that fun stuff. You know, you finish it off with jumping over some fire, get the hat, the t-shirt, and then go find yourself a pool to soak in. But I can't imagine how many calories I burnt. There was a half-mile walk with carrying an 80-pound bag of sand. There was a half-mile walk carrying a 5-gallon bucket of I don't know what was in it. But yeah, it was a good hardcore event.
Oh man, that sounds brutal. That sounds brutal. I can barely carry an 80 pound bag of sand at Home Depot for like just 20 feet, much less.
Yeah. But you know what? Activated.
Yep. Absolutely. We have a lot of athletes that recover very quickly because they're activated. Well, that's awesome, Jared and Amber. Good on you for shouting that out. Nice stuff. Elena, let's go to you. You're muted, sweetie. We need to hear you. No, can't hear you. I'll come back to you. See if you can work it out. Let's go to Sabrina.
Okay, it's been an abundantly blessed last few days. First, shout out to Lo for her phenomenal training on Saturday. I'm a person who always looks at the clock, but I never looked at the clock until 10 minutes before it was over. It was amazing, very engaging. So if you haven't seen it, hit her up for the link, the recording. And more blessings. My social media is coming together. I've actually put 5 people in various groups today. I helped one person who's been she's been a customer under someone else,
Mhm.
and she reached out wanting to know about the business today. And then I have 2 one-on-ones Wednesday with brand new people. So it's happening.
It's awesome. So good. And I am watching some of your social media stuff and it is like night and day, Sabrina. So congratulations. It is
Thank
really good.
you. Great leadership here, Tori,
Yes.
Brandon, everybody.
You got some great leadership. Yeah. Very, very good stuff. Tori's amazing. Let's go to Dr. Terry.
Well, I just wanted to do a shout out. Sherry Wilson and I have been on a roll today with every video out there. And so we were on the sizzle call, and Tyler was on fire, but also promoting the Wednesday call because Seth is going to be on it. And he was so impressed with his training and invite. So then Sherry and I have a competition. We're like, how many people do you have on your list? And I said, well, I have over 40, and but I have to make the slides for my call. But we're in a competition to see how many people we can get on that call, and then keep rolling.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, good for you guys. Hey, being plugged in, when you're plugged in like that, good things happen, for
Truly,
sure.
truly.
You can't even imagine how important it is for you guys in the success of your business to be plugged in at a high level because it raises your belief. You just hear things, you get the energy is infectious, and that's what your people need to see, right? When you're talking to them, they can hear it through the phone too, right? You can hear and feel someone's enthusiasm and excitement through the phone. And so definitely it's a good thing to plug in like that.
And
So
I'll put the sizzle call number in the chat here for anybody that wants to jump on it on Wednesday night. 7 o'clock
awesome.
and 9 o'clock, those are presidentials doing those calls.
Awesome. Yeah. And you guys can check out the TBC Google Calendar. It's always up to date. And if we need to put more stuff on there that you guys are aware of, let's get it on there for everyone. So, congratulations to Amanda. I'm looking at the chat. Holly said, newest business partner setting a date for her first event this month. Amanda, that is amazing. Congratulations. I want you to know how rare that is, Amanda. Like, so many people are so fearful of putting a date on the calendar. You doing that puts you way in front of the line for having success in this business. And sooner or later, people come to the understanding, hopefully, that it really doesn't matter what other people think. Set the meeting, do the meeting. Don't worry about what other people think. If you're excited about something, tell the world. Some people will listen based on your enthusiasm. So that's really awesome. All right, Elena, let's go back and see if you got a microphone that works.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
I'm so sorry. So, my win for today is that I reached out to my supervisor and I was going to send her an email. And I said, no, you need to give her a phone call because I wanted her to know that I was serious about what I was requesting. And that would be 2 days out of the week off with my PTO. And I probably will not get it, but just the fact that I made the call and I'm feeling like really, I'm not going to say down, but at 63 years old, for me to have to ask for time off is really getting to me.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that, your honesty. Thank you for being real about that. And I'm glad that you're at the stage where it's over, like it's done, it's time, right? And you're definitely in the right place with the right people. We're talking about the right things, having the right conversations. So good for you. Good
Thank you.
for you. Yeah, that's awesome. I wish more people would get to that point, right? And let's help as many people get to that point as soon as possible. So I'm hearing all the stuff about this training, J Lo. She's gonna have to make this thing, public. So we can get this thing out. That's awesome. Really, really cool. All right, so we've got a story lined up for you guys. Oh, thank you all for your wins for the week. Please, let's get some more voices on here. It's a great way for you guys to step up, like what Elena just did. Is very hard to do for some. Speaking on a Zoom, putting a camera on is hard for some people to do. It's these baby steps that, if you're uncomfortable, then you're probably doing the right things. So anyway, come next week with some wins for the week. You all are having wins, as I said. If you're breathing, you've won something for the day, a day of life. And so just write them down, journal them down, and bring some of those wins to the week. To the call. All right, so let's shift over to a story that I want to share with you guys tonight. You guys, many of you know who Kathy Bernard is. If you don't know who Kathy is, her and her husband Daniel, some of the more experienced business partners here at LifeVantage with us. They have an incredible background in history and ministry, and Kathy is she's amazing. And like one of the stories that blew me away, I think, is that she gave birth to one of her children on a mission in Nigeria. And I'm like, say that what? I mean, that's taking your ministry to another level, right? When you're giving birth in another country. So anyway, they have had tremendous success at LifeVantage and in network marketing. They are seven-figure career earners at LifeVantage. Okay, let that sink in. Seven figures. That's two commas. It's the two comma club. If you don't know what the two comma club is, that's over a million. Okay. So that's highly successful. And little side note is Kathy didn't want to do this at first. She was very reluctant, but they've become amazing. And so Kathy, I know I saw your name here. Love for you to share your journey with one of our products that I don't think gets spoken about enough. And that is our fat burners. So are you with us, Kathy?
I am. Can
There
you hear
she
me?
is. I can hear you. I can't
Okay.
see you for some reason. Can you guys see her or is she off screen?
No, I'm here. I
Okay,
see
let me
you.
change. Okay, let me change. Maybe it's the way I've got my thing. Okay, if they can see you, you guys can see her. I saw some head shaking. All
Okay.
good. Okay, so share with us, and you guys, a little other story. Kathy, if you didn't know, was in an automobile accident a few weeks back, and she's being a trooper being on here. So, thank you, Kathy, for being on.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so do all of us want to lose weight, especially us women? Well, I was at a place where I want to lose some weight. So I was like, okay, I haven't tried the fat burn. So, you know, I believe that we need to try all the products except the dog product. I haven't tried that one. But I said, you know what? Why don't we try that? Everybody's doing the core and all this other stuff. So not really, like you said, not many people talking about it. So I started taking it. And within 3 months, I'd lost 15 pounds. And I went, oh, this works. Uh, so,
Did you change anything? Like, did you?
no, 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 no. I was taking other products, or other products, but the main thing that I think all of us should learn as consultants is that we need to try the products. Now, we might not use all the products all the time because, we can't afford it. Okay, let's be real. So we need to stay with a flagship product, of course, try to take the synergizer if we can. But I think that along the way, we should try the products. So if someone asks, hey, have you tried it? Have you used it? You can say yes, because you have. Do you stay on it the whole time? You might not, but at least you've tried the product. The other thing I think is as we use all the different products, it builds belief in more products. We already have a big belief in the NRF2. It's been there forever. We've been on it forever, like 15 years. Um, so I think it starts to build a belief in other products so that I can say now, wow, that fat burn does burn fat. So it's a good product. And some people might not be able to afford the core, but maybe they can afford the fat burn because it's a little bit cheaper.
Mhm.
And then the other thing is as you try all those different products, you might gather a few testimonies just for yourself so that you can be able to share as you're talking to people. I know you do this all the time, Brandon. You'll get on here on the phone and say, oh, I use this before my workout and I love it. I'm never going to get off it. And I'm using this and this is helping me do this and that. So it helps us to get our own testimonies, even though there's plenty of testimonies and we can go to boards and find a whole bunch. But your personal testimony is powerful, especially when you're talking to people, because
Yeah.
you're trying to develop a trust for people to believe in you and that what we have is something that they want. So try the fat burn, guys. It
What,
works.
let me ask you, so you said 3 months.
Yeah.
What did you feel like, was it a progressive thing or was it stubborn and then all of a sudden the weight started dropping? Like do you remember how that went?
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I think it was just kind of a slow thing.
Okay.
It wasn't
Couple
it
pounds a week? Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I just kept doing it because I go, oh, it does work.
yeah. And then were you taking it in the morning, in the afternoon, the
In
evening?
the morning. Usually I take everything in the morning time
Okay.
because I'm one who can get busy easily and then you forget to take it and you go, oh, I didn't take my stuff today. So I usually do everything in the morning. And of course, we all say, the products work and then the right behaviors help the process.
Sure.
So watching what you eat and exercising, stuff like that, of course, that's going to help you even more. I didn't do it with the core, so I don't know, like take them together how
Hmm.
that would work.
Hmm.
But I just encourage people, we should be trying all the products
Yeah.
if you can.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's great. I know you had a lot of success with it. Daniel just told me one day we were talking about something. He's like, "Hey, Kathy, she's lost. What would you say? Was it 15 pounds? Yeah,
Yeah.
15 pounds in 3 months, guys.
And I just say, I'm not that overweight.
No,
In my
no.
defense, eh, I'm still trying. Okay, women, it's hard as you get older. It's hard.
Yeah, the struggle's real, right? The struggle's real. Well, Tori got on and said that what you call it, her muffin
Oh, there
top's
you
melting
go.
away.
Yeah, but see, and
Absolutely. Yep.
yeah, and that's a good example because Tori shared her testimony. See, she started using it. Personal testimonies are powerful, guys. So if you try the products and you get some result, then you're just gonna have more powerful testimonies to share.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys.
Sure.
Thank you, Kathy, for sharing, and I'm glad that you're starting to recover from your
Thank you.
accident and feeling better. So thank you for sharing that. So yeah, yeah, guys, she talked about core a few times in there. If you're not familiar with that, that is one of the products in a system called Mind Body. Mind Body is a product that was developed to help us increase our GLP-1's production, which the result of that is control of your appetite, control of your blood sugars. And core was a capsule, that is a capsule that you would take as the first part of a two-part system. And so there's even people today that have taken that two-part system and they had such great results with just the core, they're using just core. I, like Kathy, I got on Mind Body, and the first 2 weeks, I didn't see the scale moving very much for the first 2 weeks, which is not unusual for me. Going back to a little bit to opening story here with Jared and Amber, Jared being in that Spartan race. Before I was in LifeVantage and taking these products, I was a triathlete. I'm naturally a competitive person and I like to be challenged. And there, I didn't have the challenge of building network marketing organizations. I love that challenge now. Nevertheless, anytime I started preparing for a race, the first few weeks, I'm doing all this. I'm burning literally like, in some sessions, 1,500 calories, sometimes 2,000 calories in one training session and gaining weight. And it would blow my mind that I would actually gain weight for the first few weeks. And then my body would just realize, I guess, what was going on and the weight would start coming off. The same thing happened for me when I got on Mind Body. I didn't gain weight, but I wasn't losing it. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try and add the fat burn to this program. And I did. And immediately the weight started coming off. And I dropped 7 pounds in 4 weeks with those two products. So if you haven't tried the Fat Burn, guys, amazing product. I think it's priced phenomenal for what it is. It helps you burn that bad fat. Do they call it the brown fat? Is that right, guys? There's like different type fats. No. Terry's shaking her head. Dr. Terry, correct me. Brown fat's good.
It's the white fat.
The white fat, the visceral stuff, the stuff that's not good for your organs.
The brown fat means you have a lot of mitochondria in there, and that's the energy that'll burn the fat. But when we get older, we just keep adding on just fat.
Well, look, to tell you guys how on the point our group is, I said brown and immediately look at the chat. They're like, nope, brown fat's good. Nope, Liz Gore, nope, white fat, visceral fat. You guys are on it. You guys are good. You guys are so good. So thank you guys for that. Okay, so here's a closing thought for you guys, and I've got a little video to share with you. I talked to you a few weeks ago about time and how we view time, and that most people view, like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. as the time that they spend working to pay their bills. And then when they get home after 5, it's like, this is my time and I get to do what I want to do. And that's fine. You're right. But all 24 hours, we get to do what we want to do. Hope you understand that. Like, we decide our futures. But the point is this: entrepreneurs or people that want to change things, they know that what you do when you get off work, and I know some of you guys don't get off at 5, work with me here, okay? But from 5 p.m. to whenever you go to bed is what you do to work on your future, okay? That's how entrepreneurs think. But I wanted to play a video for you guys tonight from John Maxwell. It's about how we view now. And he doesn't talk about this in this video, but the only time we control is now. You can't change the past, and the future is not promised. It's now. So many people are like, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to start. Okay, let me share my screen, and I'm going to share this quick video by Maxwell, and then we'll wrap up with some thoughts. And you guys have to know, I really like John Maxwell.
Hi, John Maxwell here. Welcome to Minute with Maxwell. I guess the word today is a question. Why not now? In fact, I have a wonderful friend, Amy Jo Martin, who has a podcast, Why Not Now? And recently, with one of my books, I was on her podcast, and we started talking, and I said, let's get together. And so I hung up, and she went to my assistant, Linda, and the next thing I knew, 3 days after the podcast, she was flying down to Florida to have a lunch with me, and she's the why not now girl. What I've begun to understand about people making decisions is that the decision becomes more difficult the longer you delay it. In fact, it's kind of the law of diminishing return. The longer you wait to make a decision that you should make, the harder it is to make that decision. And the antidote, the way to fix that is to realize that the decision doesn't get easier the more you delay it, it gets harder. So ask yourself a very simple question: is it a good decision? If it is, then the question I ask you is, why not now? To delay it is to not make it an easier decision tomorrow. It's just to make it a harder decision. In fact, people that procrastinate If they would just be honest with themselves and saying someday I'm going to do this, if they just, I guess, said to themselves, I'm never going to do this, perhaps they would have a reality in their life that would help them. So I don't know what you're thinking about now as far as something that you ought to take action on, but I know this: good intentions never will help you be successful. Only good actions will help you be successful. No one has ever succeeded because they intend to do something. They succeed because they act on something that they should do. So it's a great question. Why not now? So whatever you're facing, look at it, realize delaying the decision doesn't make it easier, it makes it harder. So why not now? Go ahead. You'll be glad you did.
Uh-oh, hold on a second. I thought I stopped the video. Where are you? 1 second. All right. Stop. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little clip. It's the law of diminishing return. That's what I want you guys to, for those of you that enjoy personal development, and for those of you that don't enjoy it, you need to learn to enjoy it because it's what's going to separate you from the rest of everyone around you. You guys, to have success in this business, you have to be improving because the people who haven't done this with you yet are watching you. And if you're not improving, like if you're not becoming a happier, more enjoyable person to be around, then why would they join you? The whole point of life is being happy. Like if if you're not getting happier, then why would someone join you, right? And so you guys listen. Personal development is a huge part of this game. Huge. I do it every day. Every day. Jim Rohn says it's why the reason we take a bath every day, because if you don't, you start to stink. And if you don't do personal development every day, your thinking will start to stink. All right. And so I want you guys to do a little research into personal development on the law of diminishing return because most people are thinking it's going to get easier in August. July is busy. We got kids and it's not going to get easier in August. And then they're like, I'm going to wait till September when the kids go back to school. It's not getting easier when the kids get back to school. It's not. Okay. I don't know. I'm fearful of heights, but I love water. And I remember being on this tower in Texas in a lake, and it was 30 feet up. And I went to the top to jump off, and oh my gosh, I was petrified at the heights. And the longer I stood up there, the worse it got. I actually climbed down the first time. Okay, and so yeah, you guys, a lot of you are waiting. You're waiting to do your first home meeting. It's not going to get any easier. A lot of you are waiting to start talking about the business. You want all the facts. It's not going to get any easier to get your first business partner by doing it that way. A lot of you have not done your first presentation. You've not sat in front of a camera or got in front of a room and talked to people, told your story. You're waiting to get more education. You're waiting to do it's going to get harder. And as John just said, you're not going to get better with intentions. You're going to get better with action. So I'm telling you guys, messy action. For those that know me truly, like the people that I work with every week here, they know I'm messy. Like I am messy action. I am messy action, but I am in action. And so that's my call to action for you guys is it's okay if it's messy. Just go, guys. Get in action because waiting is not going to make it easier. Just you're going to learn by failing. You're not going to learn by winning. You're going to because you win so little in life, guys. The wins like there's so little, right? There's a bunch of failures leading up to the wins, okay? And so you guys just get into action. Just do it and you're going to appreciate that you've actually done it because then you're going to learn. Like I learned, jumping off the tower wasn't that bad. In fact, I went up and did it a million times after, right? Like get in action. You'll learn you were overthinking it. As I have said many times, Roy Spence's quote, true entrepreneurs jump out the window and they figure out how to build their wings on the way down. while all the overthinkers are in the room trying to build the wings, and the window of opportunity closes. There's no opportunity to grab anymore. So you guys go, don't wait, do some research on the law of diminishing return. It's not going to get easier. It only gets easier by doing. And I hope you guys go out and have a big week of doing. Just do it. Go make a big mess, make some mistakes. It's okay. That's how we learn. Come back in this week, share your win. Come back next week into this, share your wins for what you're doing for the week. And we're going to applaud even the failures, because to me, a win, if you guys did something and you failed and you learned from it, that's a win all day long. This is what I did. I failed. This is what I learned. That's my win for the week. I'm all over that. I love that. Okay. I learned this past weekend that I should probably look a little harder at the marine forecast before I head offshore. I learned a little bit. Okay. But we survived and I got smarter. So anyway, you guys have a great week. And listen, if you are a guest here and you've come into this, just know that this community is 100% a community that's band together to move families forward, our own families and every other family that we invited. If you were invited here tonight as a guest, someone really is serious about helping move you forward financially. Like this group here, we're done with being comfortable. We're done with that because there's this fine line between comfortable and catastrophe. And this group is about living above that. And in order to do that, certain things have to change. Okay. Everybody knows out there, there's a lot of people that are not comfortable anymore financially because they were comfortable and some things changed in their life and now they're uncomfortable in a bad way. And so being comfortable is not good enough, guys. No, it's not. And so if you're ready, if you've been uncomfortable too long and you're ready for some change, this is the right group. Get with the people that put you in here and get your questions answered and join us in this journey. We are absolutely on a mission to move families forward. We're serious about it, and we meet every Monday to talk about our wins, as I said. But then this week, if you want to see some opportunity meetings and get a little bit more insight, there's meetings tomorrow night, Wednesday night, Friday night. Just ask for those links. We'll get you those links. All right. You guys have a great week. We'll see you guys next week here on the Huddle. Bye-bye.